YouTube people, this is Jesse, Crate Collector 01, here today with another video review. This time I'm going to be doing Transformers Universe Decepticon Dropshot. As you can see, here is Dropshot in his, I guess it would be sort of like a missile tank. I don't really know. I'm sure that somebody out there knows exactly what this is. I don't. It's a tank and it's got missiles. That's about the furthest knowledge and extent that I know about this this guy. He does have his gun, which conveniently has the it's almost like a Minicon. Well, it is a Minicon port that fits perfectly on the in the handle of the gun. So I usually just store it right there on the side. It comes off. It's just your basic solid colored handgun. Actually, some really nice detail in that though to be just a handgun. We'll set it off to the side. And like my last review of Autobot Countdown, he's basically a repaint of Cybertron Defense Scattershot, I believe is who he is repainted after. He's got some numbers here, DCO 2077. I don't know if that means anything. It may mean something. I guess maybe DC Decepticon. I don't really know if it means anything. He does have a big, nice black Decepticon logo on the roof. All the treads are painted in the yellow, the nice buttery yellow that is, well, it's not really nice. It's kind of an odd color, really, and it's coming across almost with a greenish tint in my lighting, but it's almost like butter yellow and carnivorous green. I don't know. It's a really odd color scheme for a tank, to be completely honest. Missile points are all painted silver, which is really nice, and they are they're fairly sharp actually. They're pretty pointy. He does have a couple Cybertron gimmicks in this mode. You'll see back here he's got the dual cyber key ports. And then when you do this one, you get, well, let me get it in there. There. You get one large cannon that just basically it comes down and out, and you get one large cannon, which this end is the very tip of the cannon is painted, and it's painted in a color that's slightly less than the rest of this molded butter yellow plastic. And I don't understand why they did that, because that's kind of weird. I mean, if you painted it the gray or the silver that the missile tips were, I could understand that. But why paint it yellow, the same as the plastic? That doesn't make much sense. Then on the other side, you get this. Basically, what happens here is you get this flips down, and then the sights come up. And then what you got to do is come over here to this button and slide these two firing missiles forward, and you'll see that it extends the launcher for the button, and they will shoot to be honest, they'll shoot half-assedly, not very well actually, to be honest. So that's his Cyber Planet Key gimmicks. They're not bad. I've seen worse, I've seen better. I just fall somewhere in the middle. Transformation for this guy is actually really simple. It's right up there with my last review of Autobot Countdown, where it's just a really simple transformation. First thing you want to do, unpeg these, and like you see me pull on that, that's because this has a little pin and it's on a slight track that gives you just enough clearance to get this pulled out. If you don't really pull it out on that pin, you'll end up popping that right out of the ball joint, and it's a real pain to sometimes get back in there. Flip these gray panels down. Flip up his camo heel spurs, and there's a little peg right there and a little hole. Just peg the tracks in right there. Do the same on this side. Unpeg it, pull it out, fold it around, rotate, peg into place. Then split the legs, and there you have the legs completely done. Next thing you want to do is just come back here, split the missile pod, the big missile pod. Just fold it straight out, like so. Raise these up. Give this guy some hands. Now, and then his head is actually right. Trying to find a good way to show this. His head is actually on this kind of like a double hinge system, and what you want to do is just pull it out. Basically, just pull it to the top and plug it in. And there you have Decepticon Dropshot in his robot mode. Here I am struggling with these larger figures again. I can't wait to get a new camera so I can quit having to fiddle with this so much. So yeah, here he is. He's really blocky actually. He can't, the way his feet are molded, he can't really do a wide-legged stance and make it look convincing. I mean, you can see how his toes are angled out, and they're on a slight ratchet. So any kind of pose you do makes him just look really robotic and blocky. He's okay. He's not. I think Autobot Countdown is probably a better toy. The posability in the arms is pretty good. You can just kind of fold the. He's got 360 on the arms, elbow, some in and out, but that's mostly transformation. He's got some rotation, but you can't really rotate it past the shoulder unless you want to rub the green plastic. Legs, like I said, basic in and out, and it's all fairly ratcheted. Basically, there's not much you can do with this guy other than get his arms into some. His arms can do some pretty good poses, but just the way, he really only has one option when it comes to standing, and it's standing completely straight. That's about the best standing position you're going to get out of him. But his arms will pose fairly well. They'll pose fairly well. The Cybertron key gimmicks all still work in this mode. This one arm has to be, really his arms have to be completely straight to get the gimmicks working right, which is kind of a shame. We'll go ahead and deploy both gimmicks so you can see what that looks like. Real shame. He has some decent potential to being a pretty good figure. At least I think. And it just seems like he was kind of to be honest, a half-ass attempt at something that could have been pretty good, because he's a pretty good figure. He's not bad. He's got some interesting gimmicks in the way they work. But his blockiness and his unableness to move, basically this is your one posing option other than the arms. And really, in my opinion, I think that he looks better in his vehicle mode. But he's not horrible, but he's not for everybody. And I can't honestly say I would wholeheartedly recommend this guy. Maybe if you found him on the cheap, maybe pick him up. I wouldn't do no more than 20. He's a Voyager anyway, but he's not very good. But because, like I said, his basic one, his whole display value is this. That's pretty well all you get. He's decent size. We'll compare him here next to Countdown. Countdown kind of trumps him by almost about a head, but he's not bad size wise. But I just wish they would have done a little more to, make him a better figure. But one last look at Autobot Countdown. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and like my fan page on Facebook if you haven't already, guys. Thanks for watching, and this has been Jesse, Crowd Collector 01, signing off.
A burden I never wanted, I'm getting close to overload. man.